What up, humans? Kurumi here, and welcome to the Mobile Legends Bootcamp. In this video, we are going to talk about the marksman hero, Ixia. Ixia is a marksman hero with skills perfect for team fights. Her basic attack range is above average, which you can use to poke enemies effectively in the early game. Not only that she has a crowd control skill, her ultimate could also help her deal devastating damage in a large area. Now, let me share some tips and tricks on how to use Ixia based on our experience. We will also teach you some combos and techniques on the latter part of this bootcamp. But before that, let me explain her skills one by one for further understanding. Ixia's passive, Siphon Starlium, boosts her basic attack while restoring some health. Every time Ixia hits an enemy with her skill or basic attack, they are marked with a stack of Starlium charge. If an enemy has 2 Starlium charges, her next basic attack on that target will be a Siphon Starlium and will consume the Starlium charges. The marker just doesn't show on minions, but it shows on jungle monsters. Siphon Starlium deals more damage, which is dependent on her level, physical attack, and lifesteal stats. She also restores some health depending on the damage dealt by the Siphon Starlium. The health restored from minions or creeps is lower than from hitting enemy heroes. But you can just abuse this while waiting for the next minion wave so you can restore some health. She can also shoot Siphon Starlium to all enemies in front of her that are within her range if they have 2 Starlium charges. Sounds too OP, right? Well, the downside is, Siphon Starlium cannot deal a critical hit. Also, her basic attacks cannot trigger lifesteal. That means that she can only rely on her Siphon Starlium to restore some health. But with sufficient attack speed, she can trigger Siphon Starlium frequently for clutch moments like this. Lastly, it doesn't trigger on turrets. Ixia's first skill, Dual Beam, fires 2 energy beams towards a direction. Each beam will deal physical damage to enemies hit, and will slow them down. When an enemy hero is hit, she will gain movement speed for a short while. You can slow down an enemy hero and gain movement speed to escape from them, or to easily chase after them to secure a kill. Enemies hit by both beams, which is within this line in between, will take both damage from the 2 beams. Ixia's second skill, Star Helix, sucks enemies really good. Enemies hit within this marker will be knocked back, while enemies within the range will be sucked towards the center line after a short period and will deal physical damage. You can use the knockback to push back enemies chasing you away. You can also it to push enemies towards your teammates or turrets. Ixia's ultimate skill, Full Barrage, lets her barrage an entire area with her projectiles. Upon using, she enters a barrage state for a few seconds and she cannot move during this state. Her skills can hit enemies within the fan-shaped area she casted it on. So make sure to cast it properly so most of the enemies will feel your wrath. We suggest to cancel your ultimate if the enemy has gone out of the fan-shaped area because you can't hit them anymore. Or, you can reposition your ultimate skill with Flicker just in case you need to chase after someone, or to be on a safe spot. Dealing basic attacks within this area can hit up to 6 targets, which prioritizes heroes. Along with that, the damage of Siphon Starlium from her passive is increased. Placing it in an area with lots of enemies could also help you survive team fights with the help of your passive's health restoration. With its long range, you can easily defend your turrets while maintaining a safe distance, or poke enemies under their turrets. You can also use it to shoot enemies that are already out of your basic attack range. This is also best used during turtle or lord fights so that you can hit the objective while hitting enemy heroes. Within the area of effect, you can see all enemies even if they are hiding in the bush or invisible heroes like Natalia. Just take note that you can be affected by crowd control effects, but it will not cancel your ultimate skill. Although, suppression is an exception which cancels your ultimate. In terms of items, one of your choices is to go for attack speed and damage items. The Kurumi Way build will give you a great amount of attack speed along with decent damage. This is a great complement to your ultimate skill as you can deal lots of basic attacks with high damage. Anti-tank build is what you need if the enemy's lineup has lots of durable heroes such as fighters and tanks. The mini damage coming from Demon Hunter Sword and Corrosion Scythe plus the Golden Staff's multi-trigger effect will melt durable heroes for sure. The Dora Gora build will grant you slowing effects along with extra damage and cooldown reduction. In case you are drunk and want to make her a roaming support, then this is the best item build for her. The item build for Ixia really depends on the enemy's lineup. So make sure to read each item's description so you can adapt in game. One of the best spells to be used on Ixia is Flicker. You can use it to either escape death or chase after enemies. You can also use it to reposition yourself while your ultimate skill is active. You might also want to consider Sprint. You can use this if you are a scaredy cat and want to run away from responsibilities. The best emblem set to be used on Ixia is the Custom Marksman emblem set. Set Agility as the first talent since it gives you additional movement speed to reposition yourself in team fights easily. Set Weapon Master as the second talent to gain more damage from your equipments. Get Weakness Finder core talent to slow down enemies in terms of movement and attack speed. Set first skill to max level first to have its base damage higher and cooldown lower. Prioritize second skill less since your first skill is what you need for burst poking. Always upgrade her ultimate skill when available for upgrading. The heal from her passive can be abused after a combo from her second and first skill on most enemies even in the early game. This can also give you some clutch moments when used properly. Make sure to utilize your first and second skills long range to poke enemies in the early game. Be cautious when you cast your ultimate skill near turrets because wrong positioning might kill you. In terms of her combo, you can use a variety of situational combos. In team fights where you are in a safe spot, you can use this combo. Use your ultimate skill and make sure to put it where there are lots of enemies. Then, use your second skill to an area where the most enemies are, especially the backliners. Then, use your first skill on the same direction so those that got sucked in will receive the full damage of your first skill. Then deal basic attacks like there is no tomorrow. If you need to chase after enemies and it's safe to do so, use Flicker. In clutch moments like this with more than one enemy, you can use your ultimate skill then deal basic attacks. Then push the enemy with your second skill if they got close enough to delay their chase. Then use your first skill and basic attacks to continue your wrath. Additional tip. We put Wind of Nature on our item set because we really find it so helpful. But remember this item is situational and should depend on the enemy's lineup, okay? The tips I mentioned are just some of the ways you can use Ixia. This video just guides you on how to use Ixia, the Kurumi Way. Thanks for watching. Do not forget to like and share this video. Also subscribe to our channel for more contents by clicking on the subscribe button below. For our skin giveaway events, tune in on our live streams. Check our coffee link on the description of this video just in case you want to donate us some coffee or Yakult funds. See you on the next Mobile Legends Bootcamp. Cheers!